Hello, what's up? How you doing? Afternoon blessings and all of the above. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this broadcast. I am Abiola. I know it is during your workday, and this is not our usual time to chat, but that's because this is the official orientation for the Goddess of Manifesting Retreat. Yes, the official orientation for the Goddess of Manifesting Tobago Retreat 2022 happening in June 2nd through 7th. And it is all about rituals, rebirth, and reggae. Rituals, rebirth, and reggae. So, for your convenience, instead of doing an orientation on a link that y'all may not have access to or whatever. I've been having a crazy day, y'all. Instead of doing it on, somewhere else, I'm doing it here where we usually meet up. And I am simultaneously feeding my little one. So I'm going to be trying to give you all this info while feeding baby Ruby and bringing you up to speed with everything you need to know about the Goddess of Manifesting Rebirth Retreat, Goddess of Manifesting Tobago Retreat, excuse me. And so all that information for the retreat is at goddesspraylove.com, goddesspraylove.com. So who's coming to the retreat? I know a lot of y'all are, because the retreat, the first booking, the first batch of seats that we reserved were sold out. And so we just opened up a new batch of seats, or beds, or however you want to call it. There's baby Ruby's little hand. We just opened up a new batch of seats. And if you are here in this conversation, all of you, Goddess Cece, Goddess Adana, Goddess Tanisha, Goddess Kelly, Goddess Patricia, then you need to be coming to the Goddess of Manifesting Tobago Retreat. Yay, Goddess Candace said me. She's coming through. Yes, I think we actually have two Goddess Candaces who are booked for the retreat. I know we have two Goddess Candaces in Mau's Goddess Mystery School, but I think we do have also two Goddess Candaces who are coming through to the retreat. So I apologize for starting a little bit late. Like I said, today has been kind of crazy. And then just now, as I'm talking to you and feeding baby Ruby, I wish that somebody says, I wish I could not vax. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that in a second. As I'm talking to you, I just realized that baby Ruby just took a little poop on me here too. So so I'm gonna hurry up and get y'all all the info that y'all need to know so that I can go and change her diaper. And she's not sitting here and poop. I'm sorry, boo boo. All right, so here is the deal. I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of the details that are on the info page, goddesspraylove.com. And as I said, we sold out all of the first seats or places at the retreat. So yay, yay, yay to that. And we just opened up a whole bunch more new seats. So if you want to come through, head over to goddesspraylove.com and let me know you want to come through. If you need a conversation about the retreat, I do 15-minute welcome calls usually after you book. But if instead of after you book, if you want your welcome call before you book, let me know that too. All right. So Goddess Cece is saying she wished she could, but she can't because of the vaccination. So yes, to travel internationally right now, you need to be vaxxed. So Goddess Cece, I'm sending you love from, I'm in Guyana right now, not in Tobago, but we'll be sending you so much love from Tobago. So let me break down everything that is happening at this retreat. It's going to be so much fun. It is June 2nd through 7th, June 2nd through 7th. And we are in the sunny island of Tobago. And it's going to be my first time in Tobago too. So this is going to be really cool. And I picked Tobago because particularly Castara, which is this tiny fishing village, because it has this spiritual, magical, powerful waterfall. And one of the goddesses in my deck is from a nearby location. Goddess Gangang Sara of Tobago is from a nearby location. So it's just a really magical place where, there's a lot of divine feminine energy. There's the energy of Carnival, jump up. We have a Carnival workshop. I'm going to be breaking down to you all of the goddess guest gurus and practitioners that are going to be working with us, the amazing food, all of that in 1 second. Goddess Kelly says, hello, I'm taking the Hay House card course. You are awesome. Oh, thank you, Goddess. And she says, I will get at least one of your decks. Thank you so much, and bless you for all of your work. Bless you for magnetizing me to you. And I would reach over and show you which deck to get, which is the African Goddess Rising deck. But as I said, I'm feeding little baby Ruby right now. And so I cannot. But please get the African Goddess Rising deck, Goddess Kelly, and let me know what you think. Everyone else, hit the share button, put some positivity on your timeline. I'm about to break down what happens in the days at the retreat. So if you sign up for VIP, and we had an unprecedented VIP booking this year. Everybody, I think almost everyone so far has signed up for VIP. If you sign up for VIP, you stay till the 7th. If you sign up for the basic plan, nothing wrong with that. You stay until the 6th. Okay. But everybody who signs up for the program has an accountability partner. This year, for the first time at one of my retreats, we offered also a VIP plus rate. And so for VIP plus, you can have your own room. I usually don't do people with their own rooms because I don't want you to isolate. You're here for community, all of those things. But in this location, there was the opportunity to create solo rooms. So you can get your own room, but you still have an accountability manifesting partner who you will be assigned, who you are working with in this journey. So I'm so excited about that. So here's how it all goes down. So Thursday the 2nd, you arrive. I would like for you, if possible, to arrive by noon or by 1 p.m. because it's going to take you a bit of time to get from the airport and get settled in and all of that. You're responsible for booking your travel from the airport to the retreat center. For some past retreats, I did include it, but then it got really crazy with people trying to schedule, and it just was a mess. So I find that it goes a lot easier when you call the retreat center yourself individually, because you may change your flight, etc. You call the retreat center yourself and schedule with them, arrange with them, and they will be doing bus pickups and picking you guys up and bringing you directly to the retreat. Okay. So the retreat program, the orientation, the in-person orientation will begin on that day, June 2nd at 3 p.m. Okay. So you want to be settled into your room. Some people sometimes show up at the orientation with their bags. You got to do what you got to do because the flights are different from every location. And as those of you know who've read the info page at goddesspraylove.com, I am encouraging you, if possible, to fly directly into Tobago. Now, everyone doesn't have access to that because I think New York City, if you can fly to New York City, then you can fly from New York into Tobago. Most places will fly into Trinidad, okay, which is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But here's what I want you to do. Listen to me closely. Move in, lean in. If you fly into Trinidad, the retreat center does not recommend that we take the ferry. People will recommend to you, hey, just take the ferry. Just take the ferry. No problem. Take the ferry. That's not how Trinidadian people talk. But that's my poor Guyanese fake Trini accent. But anyway, so if you get encouraged to take the ferry, nothing wrong with that, but don't take a flight. The jumper flights are really inexpensive. I think they're around maybe $50 to $60 to $70 or something like that. Take the flight because they are encouraging us. If you're not a local person, they're saying that the ferry is not going to be your cup of tea. Okay, so you've been warned. You're grown. You can do what you wish, but I am alerting you to the fact that, flying from Trinidad to Tobago is encouraged. If you do take the ferry, heed my words. They're saying that, it's probably not what we are wanting or needing to do. All right. Okay, good. So you want to arrive, as I said, the orientation will be 3 p.m. on June 2nd, Thursday, June 2nd. And after the orientation, where you get to know all of your Goddess Retreat sisters, yay, somebody said this is sounding like it has my name all over it. Yes, it is. If you are here and you're called to this conversation, it's not by accident. So yes, so then we will have our first dinner together at 5 o'clock, which melds into a party, an amazing beach party that is going to be off the chain with carnival style, everything limbo and dance, and you tapping into your divine feminine energy. And one of our teachers, our practitioners at the retreat, she is going to be bringing down, live drummers and just this amazing high vibe group and performance and everything to get us into the energy, the vibration, the frequency for this goddess retreat. So that is going to be so much fun. We are kicking it off. Like I said, this is all rituals, rebirth, and reggae. So we're kicking it off with the soca music and the reggae music and the jump up and wave and the 5 cent, 10 cent dollar. Trini people know what I'm talking about. So we're kicking it off with all of that. And that is going to be so incredible. Okay. So that is how we are starting the retreat. Then the next day, so we start with our outward energy. The next day we are tapping inward, and we're beginning with our daily meditation session, then heading into a yoga session with an incredible yoga teacher, our incredible yogini. And then from there, you have your first goddess circle with me. So you have your goddess circle with me. Then there's some meals, some lunches and dinners. Most of them are covered in your retreat package, but the retreat center also recommends that we experiment with the local cuisine. So some meals purposefully are left also off of the retreat package so that we can experiment with places that are within walking distance of the retreat center. And I'm actually really excited about that because the retreat folks were telling me that these local vendors around them are really inexpensive, like just very, very inexpensive, but very delicious food. They lost a lot of money and a lot of folks couldn't support their families during the pandemic. And so we are one of the first events that is happening after that. So I'm happy to be able to put some money back into the country, put some money back into, the people who are the hardworking folks of Castara in Tobago. So then you have the pleasure of meeting Elspeth Duncan, who bears the same name of a 17th century Irish witch. And she has a really interesting story about all of that. And her practice is a mix of music and kundalini and tapping into your sacral chakra. It is magnificent. She is a singer, a musician, a healer, hands-on healer from the region, from Tobago. And I'm so excited that we were able to get her to come on board. When I first approached her, she said, that this was her inward time and that she was purposefully not doing any retreats. And then the siren song of the retreat called to her and she reached back out and she said, I have to do this. So that's going to be really special for us to be able to work with Elspeth Duncan. Then on Saturday the 4th, and then there's some free time. And during your free periods, you can do things like massage, you can go to the beach, you can hang out, you can go into town, you can do whatever works for you or floats your boat, or just chill. Meet up with your retreat partner, work on some of your love work, your homework that you're going to have, during the retreat, your manifesting work on your rituals, all kinds of stuff. So for the spaces that I'm leaving, that's your ritual time, your creative time, however that works for you. Okay. All right, good. Then we've got Saturday the 4th. Let me see if she is full, Missy. Oh. Okay. So then Saturday the 4th, we begin with meditation. And then instead of your yoga class that day, nice. Instead of your yoga class that day, I'm actually not sure if I'm going to book your yoga or you will have yoga and dance, because we have a big dance, creative, carnival workshop where we are going to be making our own carnival style costumes. Professional costumer is coming, a professional, um, when you go to carnival, they call it playing masquerade. So a professional dancer who plays mask, they're coming, they're going to be breaking down for us, the history of the divine feminine and tapping into your divine feminine through making these costumes. It is going to be amazing. The big headdresses, the feather headdresses that we wear for Caribbean Carnival. Yes, Goddess Joy said she's so excited. I'm so glad you're going to be there, my beautiful goddess sister. Yes, so we're going to be making these beautiful, beautiful crowns, these beautiful headdresses. And then Goddess Keisha, who is a longtime client and retreat practitioner. I mentioned her in my book, African Goddess Initiation, Goddess Keisha Divine, who is just a creative force of nature. And in my last retreat, which Goddess Joy was at, in the Goddess of Manifesting retreat in Paris, Goddess Keisha kind of took over the photo shoot. She's a photographer, took over the photo shoot, and help the photographer out there that was not getting the goddess vibe that we were needing and wanting. And so I said to her, okay, I got to hire you for this retreat. I told her that she was supposed to be at the 2020 retreat, but of course 2020 retreat didn't happen, and this is our first one back in. So Goddess Keisha is going to be doing a goddess workshop with you that is going to lead into a photo shoot where you are going to be doing your photo shoot in your carnival outfit that you make, your carnival crown, your carnival wear, your carnival beautiful carnival clothing. It is going to be magnificent. It is going to be, I'm so excited for this. And so you're going to be able to do your dances that you learned. So here's what you're going to do. This isn't on the retreat page yet, but it will be soon. You're going to need to bring a bathing suit or something bathing suit like, whatever you feel comfortable in, to be what you're going to build your carnival costume on top of. So you've seen those carnival costumes. They're pretty skimpy if you have not seen them. So I'm not going to ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do. So I will also be bringing my bathing suit, maybe even bikini, and building my carnival costume on top of that. And so we're going to be doing our jump up on wave, our dance, and stepping into our divine feminine power with these beautiful costumes that we are creating. And it is all about manifesting with the energy of pleasure, manifesting with the energy of the divine, manifesting at the goddess frequency. And so that is what you are tuning into, tapping into, turning on in your body with, the buildup of working with Goddess Elspeth around pleasure, and then this beautiful workshop, and then working with Goddess Keisha and taking your goddess photos. Oh, and it's still only Saturday at that point. Then we move on. It's going to be, oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about it and picturing it. You have no idea how amazing it is. As amazing as it sounds, multiply that times 10. Our dance teacher, Goddess Akesia, phenomenal. And we're going to learn how to do the limbo, y'all. And I'm excited about that because for me, the limbo is it's a metaphor for us being able to do things that we think we can't do, to be able to transcend the 3D reality around us. And you've seen limbo where people bend and go under the limbo thing. We're going to be doing all of that. She asked if we wanted fire. Told her, I don't know about that. We'll see if there's fire. I have fireworked actually on a few occasions, but I don't know if there will be fire, but there may be. I'm waiting for approval from the retreat center. I requested that and they said, we'll get back to you. So we'll let you know if insurance and the retreat center will let us limbo under fire. But either way, it's going to be magnificent. Then Sunday, we get to work. We begin again with meditation and yoga. And again, just know that all of these things that I'm sharing with you can be switched around. Of course, things are subject to change. Goddess Elspeth may say, hopefully she won't, but she may say Saturday's better for her than Friday. All of a sudden we have to rearrange things. So just know these things may be switched around. But this is how the schedule stands at this moment in time. Yes, Yes. Oh, Goddess Shannon saying hi to baby Ruby. Yay. All right. So here we go. So then on Sunday, right, we start with our meditation circle. We move on to yoga. And then we have another goddess that you need to meet. She is pregnant right now. So she's going to be giving birth and then coming to our retreat. Her name is Goddess Sade. Guess what her last name is? Abrams. And she's not related to me. She's got an H in her Abrams. Goddess Sade Abrams is going to be coming to do a pleasure, sensuality, sexuality retreat workshop. And she is also local to Trinidad and Tobago, TNT Energy, and she is just the most beautiful soul. And she holds goddess workshops in Trinidad and Tobago. She is doing this work there. And so she's going to be coming in, and we may continue some work with the costumes that you create on Saturday in Goddess Sade's workshop. We don't know. Stay tuned. I will let you know if that is what we are able to do. But it is going to be, it's such a wonderful workshop. Goddess Sade, Goddess Elspeth, Goddess Akezia, Goddess Keisha, like these are all wonderful, incredible human beings. Then on Monday, the 6th, which is when people on the basic plan check out, on Monday, of course, you have another workshop with me, but you also have a deep dive workshop with Goddess Jamila. Jamila is another Trini person who, but Goddess Jamila is usually, well, she spent the past 2 years touring through Africa, Northern Africa, Western Africa. She is phenomenal. She's been at the Isis temple, and she's bringing all of that knowledge. She did a workshop in Mawu's Goddess Mystery School, and it was beautiful. So she's going to be doing a play group with us around using plant medicine, specifically cacao, a cacao workshop. Now, if you were at my Goddess of my Belize Goddess Pray workshop, I did a cacao workshop with you there. Hers is going to be completely different, and it is going to be wonderful, like using the energy of cacao, the goddess energy of cacao, to go inward and find out what your next steps are. All of the work that you've been doing, that you will have been doing from June 2nd on, is going to be around manifesting something big, opening doors and clearing energy. And this cacao ritual is going to help to crystallize, to embody, to bring forward and bring forth what it is, everything that bubbles up to the surface. It's going to be amazing. Goddess Jamila has some serious magic with her, and she's bringing all that she learned from the Isis temple and beyond, and bringing it here with us. And oh my gosh, she's the bomb.com. My old school heads know what I'm talking about. Then we have a VIP dinner that evening that is only for the VIP folks, because the basic plan people have checked out. And so this VIP dinner, we're going to be doing a deep dive around what your next steps are, some flash coaching, all of that. And there is room throughout, again, for those who are just joining us, at those sessions that I said that you have, where you have blank free time, manifesting time, let's call it. You have those free periods. You can use those to work with your manifestation partner. You can use those to do some of the rituals that you've learned. You can do that, we're to work with the moon, all of these things that we're going to be doing, a lot of things that are not necessarily in the schedule that we are going to be doing together. You can use that to get your spa time on, all kinds of things that you are going to want to be doing on this journey. All right. So and that was my point. The one-on-one sessions, if there are any of these folks that are ringing your bell before we get there and you want to book one-on-one time with them, let me know. I'm going to put this info forward so that you can be able to book with them. You may want to use some of these free periods to work with them one-on-one, or work with me one-on-one, if the availability is there. Okay. Then on Goddess Tuesday, I just gotta call it Goddess Tuesday. Then on Goddess Tuesday, this beautiful Tuesday, we are doing a waterfall ritual. This waterfall in Castara is said to have healing and manifestation properties. The words that you speak in this waterfall must manifest, must come forward. So we are going to this sacred waterfalls for a healing, and it is going to be wonderful. And I think that the way that the schedule is working, we may be going to the waterfalls for the healing and going directly from there to the airport. Stay tuned on that. I will have more information on that by next Tuesday. I wanted to have all this information today so you can book your plane ticket, but it's taking another week because they're on Caribbean time with getting back to me on certain things. All love. But so hopefully they will let me know the time parameters of that. I will know that in a week again so that you can book your ticket. But we will probably be going from the waterfalls to the airport. Thankfully, where we're going, it's during the time of year when most places in this hemisphere are warm. So you won't be getting out of a waterfall. Well, you'll be probably getting out of a waterfall and going into a cold plane, but that's okay. We're going to plan for that. You're going to have your zinc, and you are fearfully and wonderfully made. All you do is win. Your body is healthy and strong. You can withstand anything. You are a goddess. You are divine, and you are manifesting at the frequency of creation. So it is all good. Bring it on, cold plane. Bring it on. And so, yeah, so that is what the days are going to look like during the retreat. Let me just go through the info page and let you know if there's anything, just see if there's anything that I missed. Goddess of Manifesting Retreat, Rituals, I am very much looking forward to that. You can find all of this info, like I said, at goddesspraylove.com. It is Caribbean holistic dining, farm to table, healthy cuisine. Food is medicine, food. Here's what it says on TripAdvisor. Caribbean Kitchen, which is the restaurant that is housed in our retreat center. Caribbean Kitchen offers open air dining with superb panoramic views toward the beach, ocean, and rainforest. Yes, come on, beach. Come on, ocean. Come on, rainforest. It is a magical spot for watching hummingbirds. Oh, yes. For those of you who are into bird watching, this is supposed to be also a bird watching haven. Who knew? But it's supposed to be like this incredible bird watching haven for my bird watching people. It's a magical spot. Not the restaurant, but the retreat center. The restaurant is a magical spot for watching hummingbirds over a leisurely lunch, savoring the sunset over candles. Oh, did I not mention that the retreat center is right off the beach? Did I not mention that the Goddess of Manifesting Retreat is off the beach? Guess what? It's off the beach, y'all. Yes, it is right off of the beach. So that's why so many because I first had a very packed schedule for y'all. So y'all, my messy handwriting had a very packed schedule. And then luckily the retreat consultant who I'm working with at the center was like, no, they are gonna need their time to go and eat with the local food. And then the goddess within my little brain, my beautiful big brain, was like, they're gonna need integration time. So I usually build the program, then build the integration time in. All right, so here's what else it says. Join us for a refreshing drink, light bites, or a full 3-course meal. Taste of the Caribbean. Our chefs, Kyle and Shanice, are passionate about what they do, and their menu of locally sourced fresh ingredients celebrates the flavors and spices for which Caribbean cooking is known. We champion the fresh fish caught daily and brought in on the small fishing boats. Yes, whether it's red snapper, kingfish, or barracuda, we serve our fish succulent and just cooked, along with a range of other starters, mains, and desserts. So it's supposed to be really good food, y'all. Really, really good food. I don't play when it comes to delicious eats. So I am very excited about that. Then the style of the retreat center is it's like tree houses, basically. That's what it looks like. So here's their description of it. an idyllic sanctuary that is nuzzled amongst the picturesque rainforest of Castara, Tobago. Guests are invited to a selection of 17 eco lodges, all of which are beautifully cladded with local materials and furnishings. The real highlight of these accommodations is the striking views. Yes, somebody just said, do we get to work with you one-on-one at the retreat? Yes, I'm going to add some one-on-one offerings. There are not currently any there yet. But yes, I'm going to add one-on-one offerings, not only for me, but for the other practitioners. But while I'm there, I would love the opportunity. That's one of my favorite things every year that I look forward to with the retreats, is being able to work with you all, not only in groups, but one-on-one. So I will make that available. Yes. All rooms are treehouse in style. Each room has a spacious and panoramic living area complementing those striking views. Whilst suspended amongst the rainforest, sip on that morning coffee or tea and embrace Tobago. This is a destination for those who find luxury through the beauty of nature and community. So that's a good point. So these are beautiful treehouse, comfortable, rustic, gorgeous treehouse. I said that 3 times. Rooms. So if you came with me on the Goddess of Paris manifesting retreat, that was a very different kind of luxury. That was castle luxury. Because we were staying in a castle. This is tree houses. This is treehouse luxury. So be ready for that. Okay. All right. Good. If you desire a natural and more subtle style of 5-star service, look no further than the exotic spirit of Tobago, which radiates an intimate, creative, and friendly and stylish atmosphere. So this is going to be, they also have really great service. It's thought of, people say it's more like a treehouse village than a hotel. A cluster of wooden cabins sitting high in the forested hills overlooking the fishing village of Castara. Oh my gosh, it's going to be magnificent. Okay, so let me go now to the frequently answered questions and make sure I get all your questions in for you. Okay, so we talked about transportation to the retreat. If you're just joining, you need to watch it back and see about that. So we talked about that. We talked about that it's nestled on the hillside with the rainforest as a backdrop and the ocean below. And it's 17 treehouse style homes that we're going to be staying in. The airport is called ANR Robinson International Airport. Okay, as I said, Caribbean Airlines, I didn't say this, but Caribbean Airlines runs a flight from New York directly into Tobago. And no matter where you live, you can most likely fly into New York. If it is productive for you to do so, fly from New York into Tobago. I mean, fly from wherever you live into New York and then fly to Tobago. If it's not productive to do so, fly to Trinidad and fly from Trinidad into Tobago. Okay? All right, good. Trinidad and Tobago does require people to be vaccinated and to bring proof of a COVID test right before you travel. So you cannot, I've had family members try to get into Trinidad taking a COVID test that's 4 days or a week old. Trinidad is not having it. Your COVID test must be, check your airline website, because I'm going to tell, what I may tell you may change, because it is rapidly changing. It was a day before, then it was 3 days before, then it was a day before again. So you must have your vaccination, proof of vaccination, plus proof of that you have just taken a COVID test, and obviously that it's negative. All of this information, this is very important, must be uploaded. Trinidad is not playing. Uploaded to their website before you arrive. So one day before you arrive, you need to go to their website and upload this information, okay? And get what's called a T&T travel pass. All right, which is, it doesn't cost anything. It's just them verifying that yes, you have taken a COVID test, yes, you are vaccinated. Then you bring this TT travel pass, which you can show on your screen. I wouldn't be playing because Trinidad's not playing. I would do old school and print it out and bring it to them paper style, because you don't know what's going to go on with the internet if you can't access it right there in the airport. Print it, have it with you. Your TT travel pass is called. TT travel pass. Okay. All right, good. On the info page, I also have where you can click and also find out Trinidad's weather if you need to. They usually range between 73 and 86 degrees. mostly in June will be very, very hot. So just know that you are going to the Caribbean. You are going to be off the beach. We're in walking distance to Castara Beach, so bring your version of beach wear. We talked about you bringing your carnival wear, which is probably a beach wear as well. You also want to bring clothing for yoga, okay? So comfortable yoga clothing. Your yoga mats and yoga blocks will be provided. You also want to bring camp friendly clothing like walking shoes, sneakers, for the waterfall area. Okay. All right, good. For those of you who are going to the waterfall. All right. You also want to, some people find it chilly at night. So, and we're near the beach, so you may want to bring a jacket. You also want to bring, as needed, your allergy medications, your glasses, contact lens stuff, skin or sun protection, bug and mosquito repellent. Okay. It's very dark on this retreat center, this campus at night. So you might wish to have a small flashlight with you just to have if you want to walk around. You also might wish to bring a water bottle with you so that you can stay replenished during the day. Bring a notebook and writing utensils. Bring one all white outfit of your choice. You may also want to bring a crystal to bless it in the waterfall. So you can bring that as well. And please bring also your interpretation of a goddess outfit, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. All right, good. All right, so there is Wi-Fi in the public areas, but we're going to have a disconnected from the world experience. So of course, I know folks have to be in touch with your kids and all of that, but there is Wi-Fi in the public areas, okay? But we're not going to be on our phones all day. We're going to be tapping into our goddess energy all day. That's what we're doing. All right? Okay, good. Oh, the link, someone is asking for TT Travel Pass. Yes, you can find that link if you go to goddesspraylove.com, scroll down to the frequently asked questions area, and then right under the section that says, what are the COVID precautions? That information is right there. Let me see. Is it possible for me to share my screen? I think it is, but I don't want to chance it. I don't want to chance it. All right. So moving on. Goddess Candace says, how many goddesses are coming or expected? I don't know, because we sold out the first batch of seats and now we're opening for another batch. So folks are going to be coming through the book. So I don't know. We will see. So if you're interested, come on through. It only gets more expensive from the retreat center as we get closer. So buy your ticket now. Okay. All right. So what if I need to cancel the retreat center? Retreats are always, unfortunately, non-refundable. However, you may receive a credit toward future experiences. Okay. And I must say this because every year, sometimes people get nervous and will book a whole experience and not show up. No credit or refund is available if you cancel on arrival day. If you don't show up or if you leave the event early for any reason, it is what it is. Okay. And no refund is available if you attend a program, if you're, dissatisfied with waterfalls or the yoga is not what you want, or, this is what it is. And it's okay because money comes to you easily and effortlessly. Right. Right. Okay, good. All right. So let's see what else. So yes, there are solo rooms at this retreat. That's the VIP plus level. Oh, you receive, if you have booked already for the retreat and your friends book, this is very important. You can receive $150 off for every friend who books at the basic level, and $250, basically a rebate. You get $150 for every friend who books at basic level, and $250 for every friend who books at the VIP level. Okay. Or the VIP plus level. So that is whether you have attended a past retreat or not. Someone was asking. Yes. So you receive $150 for every friend of yours who books at the basic level, and $250 off for every friend who books at the VIP level. So if you're wanting to invite your friends, cool. If you're wanting to just come and have your own ascension and your friends will join you mentally, metaphorically, spiritually later, that's cool too. All right, so who can I bring with me on the Goddess of Manifesting retreat? All ethnicities and religious or spiritual backgrounds are welcome. Either feel free to come alone and make sister friends, or people you want to grow with. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. Either feel free to come alone and make sister friends. Most attendees come solo or bring people you want to grow with. This is a no children, no pets retreat. So Goddess Ruby will be there, but she's not attending the retreat. She'll be, you right, baby? Oh. So that is to say that your children, your pets cannot book passes or seats at the retreat. This has been just prior questions. If you have children, though, who are over the age of 16, yes, daughters who are over the age of 16, yes, they can book. Just know that there may be adult materials in some of the workshops around pleasure and sensuality, sexuality, all of those things, because it is an adult space. So that's for you to decide as a parent. If you have questions about that, feel free to reach out and ask me, and we can talk about it more, and you can figure out whether it's too graphic for your child or whether you're wanting to do this as a mother-daughter experience. And it could be mother-daughter the other way, because most likely, depending on what's going on, my mom will probably be attending as well. She's attended a few of my past retreats. All of y'all know Goddess Norma, my mom, who have attended my past retreats. Okay. So the program and practices at the retreat prioritize the healing and evolution of those who identify as women. The retreat will address the guests as women and or women identified folks, sisters interchangeably. Healing practices will refer to our wombs, our womb chakras, our yonis. If any of that language is offensive to you, then please do not attend. This is a spiritual, non-religious, non-denominational, matriarchal based adventure, and all attendees are personally addressed as goddess. The names and terms God, goddess, the universe, spirit, the divine, most high, the sacred will also be used. Again, if any of that is offensive to you, please do not attend. Okay. So if you have special health concerns, mobility issues, or food challenges like allergies or sensitivities, absolutely you want to make sure first with your own healthcare team that this is right for you. You also want to, this is a kind of a hilly region. So let's talk about it. I'm not a medical doctor or practitioner. Everything shared at the retreat is for informational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to diagnose or replace medical treatment. It's a disclaimer, y'all. Or physical, anything for your physical or mental condition. You want to clear it first with your own doctor and medical team. By booking this retreat, you are taking responsibility for your own well-being. That being said, of course, they are going to be, if you have food allergies or any kind of allergies like that, as someone who has dealt with food allergies, this is a retreat that is going to be cognizant and respectful of that. We just need to know in enough time. You cannot let me know the day of, or at a meal, because they're buying all of this food and prepping all of this specifically for us. So I need to know all of that way in advance. Okay. And then I will also add, as someone who has had food allergies, even though you've told them ahead of time, there's a saying, I tell them what I'm going to tell them. I tell them, and then I tells them again. Okay, so you want to tell them over and over again. All right, it's okay if you feel like you're being annoying. You're not. You're being cognizant of your own health and your well-being. So at every meal, I would just say, hey, does this have shellfish in it? Does this have peanuts in it? Does this have whatever? Or I would, before a meal or the day of, go into the kitchen, because maybe Chef Shanice is not there for the day and someone's filling in and they're not aware. Hey, just making sure that you're aware that I have these allergy problems. I take it to an extreme, but to me, it's not extreme. It's you taking care of yourself. You can bring a document that they can paste up right there in the kitchen, that says, okay, these are my preferences, my sensitivities, or whatever it is. Okay. Again, nothing wrong with taking responsibility for your own health and well-being. Okay. All right. Okay, good. And let's see. Anything else you need to know? Everything else, I believe, is at goddesspraylove.com. Yes, Goddess Candace says, should we bring our Goddess Soul books? Yes, please do. Please do. Please do. That is so exciting. That is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I just had the thought of everybody having their Goddess Soul books. Yes, you absolutely must. You absolutely must. Let me just look to see if I got to all of the questions that are here. If I missed anything, feel free, of course, to reach out and let me know. Your program assistant currently is Goddess Joe. You can reach her at yeswecan at wemanifestingyou.com. Yes, we can at wemanifestingyou.com. Goddess Patricia says, I tagged you, the Goddess Initiation book and Rising deck in a live. Yay! Continued blessings. Thank you, Goddess Patricia. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yay. Goddess Adana called me a mama goddess. Thank you, my beautiful cousin sister. I appreciate that. Yay. Okay, good. So I think that that is it for now. So for now, you are going to book your ticket arriving on Thursday, June 2nd. Okay. You are planning that you want to get to the retreat center by 2 o'clock, 2 p.m., so that you can at least rest an hour, have a sip of some hibiscus juice or something before you come down to orientation at 3. Okay, so plan it all out so that you arrive and you can do that and you come to the orientation rested and relaxed. Remember, I'm waiting to find out the time of the waterfall booking so that we have VIP time checkout for Tuesday the 7th. But right now it's looking like we're going to go to the waterfalls. We're going to come back to the retreat center. We're going to pick up our luggage and be out. So this stuff is really important because I don't want you to, in the past, sometimes people will book their return trip and they're missing a session that they really wanted to go to. You don't want to do that. You absolutely don't want to do that. Goddess Candace says, I didn't understand the transportation. You said we schedule ourselves, but who do we schedule through? So there is a portal if you haven't already, and I'll make sure that Goddess Joe knows this. Thank you for asking that, Goddess Candace. So there are a couple ways to get information on the retreat. So we talked about Goddess Joe, who's at yeswecan at wemanifestingyou.com. Then there is also a portal, just like for your classes, just like for Mau's Goddess Mystery School. There's a portal just for retreat guests, and all of the information is there about everything that we're talking about, and this will be added to that. Then there's also a retreat group. Now it's not active. It used to be on Facebook, but we closed down the Facebook group. It's now on Circle, but it is there. So if you have not yet, please join this group so that it'll help you to be able to get the information. And so Goddess Candace, so you're going to be booking, you're going to schedule through the retreat center. So for now, I think the easiest way, let me just put in Goddess Joe's email address. I'm so glad you asked this. Yes, we can at womanifesting letteru.com. Yes, we can at womanifestingyou.com. So if you email Goddess Joe, she will give you the information on who to contact and how to schedule your transportation. To reiterate, for those who missed it, you're going to fly into Tobago, okay? And you are going to prearrange. You're not going to call them the day of. You're going to prearrange. You're going to give them your flight information, the retreat center, so that they will arrange buses so that if, say, Goddess Joy is coming in at 12:15 and Goddess Erin arrives at 12:30, and then Goddess somebody else arrives at 10 a.m. Goddess 10 a.m. she'll be on her own bus. Our goddesses who are arriving in the noon region, people whose tickets are within like 10-15 minutes of each other, will have one bus, and so they will arrange those buses or cars that will bring you to the retreat. Okay. All right, good. Yay. All right, so let me look to see if there are any other questions. If any other questions come up, feel free to share them. Goddess Shannon says, I wish I could go. I am manifesting everyone who is wanting to go will be there, because this is going to be a phenomenal experience, and I can't wait to experience it with you. All right, so anything else? No, I think that is it. I'm going to go change this sweet baby's poopy diaper. I can't believe I let my little one sit here. See, I let my little one sit here for 30 minutes in a little poopy diaper for y'all. See how I love y'all? Let me go change the baby, give her a little bath. And I hope that you all are having a beautiful, beautiful day. For my Mawu's Goddess Mystery School folks, if you missed Goddess Gangsta Gary's workshop yesterday, it was phenomenal. People loved it. So make sure that you catch that. He's going to be doing another session on candle magic coming up soon. And if all of this is new to you, you can find more info at Womanifesting, like manifesting.com, but womanifesting.com. Bye, goddesses. Saubona. Yay.